Welcome to this brief talk on job search process, the top 5 tips presented to you by Purdue CCO. I'm Rose, Senior Career Services Consultant. First, I want to talk about what's job search and what involves in this process. When I say the phrase job search, what comes to your mind? I bet there are a few keywords you're thinking about like resume, interview, online application. Yes, they're all important, but that's not all. Today, we're going to talk about the other parts of the job search process you might be less familiar with.
In our experience working with students, it's quite common to see that students consider online application as the ultimate solution for job search and heavily rely on this only. However, that's not the case. It's pretty common for a college student to spend anywhere between 3 to 6 months to secure an internship or full-time position. Apparently, this number varies for different people, but the key takeaway is it probably takes longer than you thought it would. The process is more than just putting in online applications. Good news is that you are doing some of the key steps for a successful job search already, probably just unconsciously. Before we get started discussing the specifics of job search process, I want to bring up 2 important but often overlooked practices for a successful job search. First, planning is important. I've been telling all my clients who are in the process of seeking jobs, you need to have a plan. Be honest with yourself and calculate how much time per week you have for job search related activities. Then start from there and create a schedule, just like a schedule used for classes. Set a time, get an agenda, and focus. Then you only focus on job search activities during the time you set for yourself and save yourself from thinking about it all the time. Second, give yourself rewards for every small milestone you've made in this process. Job search could be stressful, and if you're doing this on your own, you might feel a little bit lonely here and there. Treat yourself with something you enjoy, and consider finding job search buddies to support each other. Taking care of yourself in this process makes a big difference. When the thought of, I need to find an internship or a full-time job pop up in your mind, the first set of questions to consider are, what kind of positions will be a good fit for me? To answer this question, you want to first get a quick scan of a few things. Your interests, strengths, limitations, and other aspects that you know about yourself. Think about your interests. What kind of job seems interesting to you? Reflect on your previous experiences. What kind of activities can get you engaged for a long time and make you feel fulfilled? How can you creatively translate that experience to a future job? What are your strengths? Think about the skills and abilities you already have, or you're thinking about developing in the near future. Also, what kind of compliment do you often get from friends and teammates? You want to find a place where you can effectively leverage your strength. What kind of values are important to you? Do you see your values align with the company's mission? Will this work allow you to attend to the other important aspects in your life? Everybody is different and may have various priorities compared to others. As a job seeker, it's important to identify your priorities and take them into consideration, whether you're choosing between 2 similar job offers or 2 very different career paths. Identifying your values would also help you to make tough choices when a compromise of certain kind is unavoidable in your job seeking. I know I just gave you a long list of reflection questions. Feel free to pause the video here or revisit later as you're thinking about them. Those questions will be the center stone that keeps you grounded in your job search. Also, remember to play your strength in the job seeking process, whether it's your ability to pay close attention to detail, quick scan of the big picture, be outgoing and proactive, or great listening skills. The most effective job search strategy may look different for everyone. Employer research. Here we're not necessarily talking about professional and comprehensive market research, but doing some basic homework with your targeted industries and companies. This will take you a long way. Remember or hear about experience when a recruiter asks you why you were interested in a company and your honest answer was, I have no clue what our company does, but had to carry on the conversation awkwardly? You can avoid this through doing company research and being prepared. Having some general idea about the industries you're interested in, such as knowing some key players' recent innovation, news going around in the general media, most desired skill sets and talents, and more. You don't need to recite everything you found on your research, but such research process can equip you with the information to get comfortable and confident while talking to an employer who you meet for the first time. If you're ready to carry on with your company research endeavor, here are some tips on how. The easy and quick first step is to go to a company's website and skim through. Checking out the company's About section and learn the history, mission, and vision is always recommended. You can also go to a company's LinkedIn page and see the updated news, and maybe even reach out and connect to some of their employees. If you are in certain fields and will benefit from specific company data such as industry analysis or financial statement, go to the Purdue Career Library and find professional business databases. Read through a few job descriptions of similar positions can also help you identify the key skills and competencies expected for certain jobs. You can obtain those job descriptions from various job boards. This is also a good opportunity for you to come up with ideas on how your previous experiences and training could help you to stand out as a strong candidate. Last but not least, talk to people. Conduct informational interviews with your peers who have interned at a company that you're interested in, or with alumni who are doing the type of work that you see yourself doing in a few years. You can gain so much information and encouragement when you talk to a real person who can help you get clarity on the careers you're considering. You can also get valuable insights on things you don't normally find online. Now you've got a list of companies or industries you're targeted at. Also, reflecting on your own experiences, you should also have an idea about how to apply your skills and trainings to present yourself as a strong candidate. It's time to put all that together and showcase yourself. Traditional resume and cover letter are good branding tools. In addition to those, your online presence such as LinkedIn, personal website, or other professional platform that fits your field of study should also be taken into consideration. A quick note on LinkedIn is that don't just skip the summary section because you don't know how to write one. It's a really effective way to help other professionals, including recruiters, to get a chance to know you. Also, there are many tutorials on how to write a good LinkedIn summary. In addition to putting your resume and LinkedIn profile out there and wait for people to reach out, you can also take advantage of various networking opportunities and be proactive in promoting your personal branding. Conferences, career fairs, informational interviews are great ways to strengthen your personal branding and help others to get to know you. Those connections may turn into your advocates when you are out there looking for a position. Networking is so important on the job search process for many reasons, so we've decided to have a video devoted to networking. Check out our video on the top 5 tips for networking and gain a better understanding of effective networking strategies. Also, if you want to learn more about how to brand yourself as a strong candidate in a job interview, check out the interview video we've created for you. We talked about networking being so critical in your job search. It's also common that companies will still request you to submit an online application to formally complete the application process. Now, let's look at a few online questions that may drive people crazy. Number 1, highest degree level. You may wonder that I'm still in the process of finishing my bachelor's degree, but should I put high school in there or should I wait till graduation to find a job? So the answer is to use your best judgment, indicating that you are finishing a bachelor's degree and listing the graduation date in a comment box. Same applies for a master and PhD student. Or you can find other suitable place while filling out that online application. Some online platforms are more considerate than the others to make it easy to do so. Number 2, salary expectation. Here are 2 things you can do. If it's not required, you can skip the question. If it is required, you want to first conduct some salary data research instead of filling out the number they just came up with. Salary research can be done by checking the Purdue Student Salary Data Dashboard, Glassdoor, and other salary databases. Once you figure out the number referencing people with a similar background, which normally is a range, you can fill out a number that you see as reasonable. Number 3, work authorization questions. These questions are geared towards international candidates who may need answers regarding visa sponsorship. If you are a student on your F1 or J1 visa with no previous experience breaking the requirement for visa, you can choose the option indicating that you are authorized to work in the US. Then a follow-up question could be, would you need now or in the future any visa sponsorship? The question for that depends. If you are seeking or will need an H-1B visa, which is a work visa, you need to answer yes to needing a visa sponsorship. But if you're in the process of obtaining other type of visa that will grant you work permission, your answer to this question can be no. Great job on watching till this far. Please check out the other CCO videos listed on our channel. Also, you can make an appointment with us to start a conversation on your job search. Spoiler out.